Hi, I'm Jami Chitalia. I'm an integrative gut microbiome expert and a functional nutritionist. And today I'm here to talk about a really important aspect that's related to gut health and hair loss. And today I'd really like to take a moment to really applaud the efforts put in by Skin Sense to work around the No Hair Fall project. And I think it's great that you've been able to take the initiative forward to really work on a very, very important plaguing subject right now. I think which is, kind of affecting a lot of people around, with hair fall being, at the base of a concern for many people today. So I'm really glad that we're able to work on this aspect at this point in time, and it is of great value for us to be able to make those changes with that. So moving forward, I'd love to talk to you about what really the gut is and how do you kind of balance this microbiome. So the gut primarily is your small and large intestine, and the microbiome primarily is really the the ecosystem or the small universe that kind of houses the good and bad bacteria together in balance. And obviously all these microorganism, microbes, bacteria, fungi, all of them live on our skin, but they also play a very primary role in our gut, and they really are at the center of many functions that we need for our body to function effectively. Everything from your hormone balance to your immunity to your digestion to even working on your mood, or even, as a matter of fact, even regulating your metabolism. So, really, what I would like to share today with you is the important fact that it's really this balance which is so intricate and important to really understand, that it is the bad microbes or the bad bacteria are also very beneficial for us, as long as they keep up the right balance within the body. Anytime that they do kind of overrule over the good bacteria balance and the good bacteria becomes really less, that's really when an imbalance sets in and leads to many issues and disruptions, everything from hormonal changes to a lot of different ways of it presenting itself. So I think it'll be really interesting to discuss about what are the different ways that actually a gut issue can really present itself, because the interesting part about this is that it affects so many different functions, like I mentioned, in our system, that there isn't just one stomach upset or a one diarrhea which kind of is a presentation or a manifestation of a gut imbalance. There are actually many of those. So I'll just take you through the different ways for you to really know whether you have a gut imbalance to start with. So number one, if you have maybe say chronic constipation or diarrhea where you need to go about 2 to 3 times a day and there are loose stools, or you have unsatisfactory motion, that may mean that you have a gut imbalance. Apart from that, you may have things like migraine or headaches from time to time which keep coming in, and they kind of really difficult, and you have to nurse them with a medication to feel better. For some people, it may look like skin allergies or itching or rashes or redness or even acne to do with when there is a gut imbalance, or maybe even red heat boils or whatever that looks like for different people. It even could be related to having sleep disturbances, having less quality of good sleep, and having trouble having rested or feeling rested in the morning could also do with your gut. Also, apart from that, shifting joint pain, stiffness in your joints when you wake up in the morning, your back or your knees hurting are also a great way to understand that there is a microbiome imbalance. Apart from that, things like mood swings, anxiety, having not able to cope up with different levels of stress is another way to be able to understand that there could be a gut microbiome imbalance. Apart from that, there could be things like I said, hormonal changes, hormonal imbalances, which could lead to an issue. And one of the ones that I think is most important for a lot of people is to do with not being able to lose weight, no matter being on a good exercise regime and a good diet. But even then, finding it difficult to lose weight is another thing which could decide that you may have a gut imbalance. So if any of these symptoms seem to relate to something that you have been suffering from for a long time, it may be a moment for you to actually go and reflect back on really whether your gut is okay or not. And not something that you can say that, okay, I've been dealing with it for so many years and it's a normal part of my life. I'm sure after this y'all will realize that it is such an important part to manage your gut microbiome well, in order to really stop these symptoms from taking away so much of your daily life, your productivity, overall not feeling great. Even a lot of people, as a matter of fact, do also experience a lot of gas and bloating, especially after meals, which is also related to a gut microbiome issue. So all of these together are different presentations of the same thing. So I just moved to tell you a little bit about, so when there is an imbalance, that leads to different ways that the body responds to it. And if, for example, there's a hormonal imbalance, be it there's high estrogen dominance or high testosterone levels, or there is, as a matter of fact, there is an imbalance with the way that your cortisol levels are, your stress hormones, all of these different things can present itself in a way of maybe saying acne or even hair loss, and even having like a not a very good digestive system, or a weak digestive system can also lead to hair loss because of lack of absorption of many important minerals and vitamins from our system. So what can you really do to improve this gut microbiome right now is something that you want to really focus on, and that is to move to actually get probiotics in the picture. So probiotics are a great way to integrate the better or the beneficial microbiome into your system. And what I'd like to suggest that you do for the same is you could actually integrate probiotics in your diet by adding something like a yogurt or a curd, or maybe even things like kefir and kombucha, which have become fairly popular today. Also, as a matter of fact, you can add fermented vegetables. You can add when pickles made at home from oil, and less oil and less salt. They're also great ways. You can add a miso, that's unfermented soy, or you can even add things like kimchi, sauerkraut. All of these can be made at home. A lot of recipes are available online to do that, and they really are great in terms of the beneficial bacteria that their probiotics are mainly beneficial bacteria, and the live strains and the active cultures in that are really beneficial for good gut health. So that's a great way to integrate them into your system. And the probiotics are really very beneficial, especially with the strains of lactobacilli and bifidobacterium are two of the most important strains, which can help you with great health and great hair health and all of that put together. Another aspect that I'd like to run you through is about the prebiotics. So prebiotics is really like the raw material, or it's really like the food for your beneficial bacteria. So for ensuring that we have a sustained way that the good bacteria thrive in your system, it's very important to keep that balance, that we need to have the raw materials available for the beneficial bacteria to really keep themselves nourished, and that happens through the prebiotics. So some of the really great prebiotics that you could have is things like maybe onion and garlic, and you have also chicory root and artichokes, which are also another way that you can add on prebiotics and keep the balance. So so I'd really just suggest that the whole another way to really look at this is to see that how much really the gut health plays a very integral role in the way that your body feels. And if you want great hair, you want to feel great from within, and you want a system to feel really clean from within and feel kind of beautiful inside out, I think the most amazing thing that you can do is really work on your gut health, add these probiotics, and really nourish the fact that the digestion is really the root of life. And if you want everything else to set into a balance or a rhythm which works for you, then it really starts with your gut. So thank you so much, and I again once like to thank Skin Sense for having me on board to talk about hair loss and gut health. And I'm sure this will be a value add for you all to put into your daily lives and see a difference and see amazing hair with this. Thank you so much.